Welcome back 8C. This is the third and final screencast looking at probability and Venn diagrams. In this screencast we're going to look at intersections of sets and union of sets. So on the next slide we'll go through the worked example from screencast 1 and 2 and we'll use that to identify intersection of sets in that example and the union of sets in that example, and then we'll be writing down the answers to those, and then I'll get you to copy them down into your rules book, and then we'll go on with some textbook questions. So off to the next slide. When looking at intersection of sets and union of sets, we will look at the previously worked example from screencast number 2. We can see from here that when a set A and B overlaps from the previous example, this is defined as the intersection of two sets. This region is represented using the notation A intersection, which is used a little funny symbol which is like an upside down U, and is read A intersection B. In the worked example, A intersection B is equal to 3, 5. That's because A intersection B is this part here where A and B overlap each other. When talking about union of sets, A and B is the set of all the elements in A, or in B, or in both. This region is represented using the notation A union B, which is the opposite, which is like an upside down U like that, and it is read A union B. In the worked example, A union B is equal to everything that is inside A and inside B. So therefore it would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, because it involves everything that is in here, but nothing that's inside the universal set, which is everything on the outside. So we don't worry about the 4, the 6, the 8, the 9 and the 10, because they are not involved inside the A or the B. So now, if I could get you to open your rules book, and inside your rules book I'll get you to copy down this example, making sure that we're writing in all these dot points and remembering to add in our little notation bit here, making sure we've got these ones the right way, so our intersection and union symbols are done the correct way. And then if you want to either draw this diagram here again, you can, or if you want to interpret this data onto the one that you would have put in after screencast number 2. So you can pause this slideshow and then put that into your rules book. Then once you've finished copying that into your rules book, you can press resume on this screencast and we'll go to the next slide. Hit pause now and copy into your rules book. Now we have finished our set of 3 screencasts for Venn diagrams. You can now open your textbook to page 375 and do questions 1 through to 5. If you're having any trouble with these questions, feel free to raise your hand, not yell out at me. Raise your hand, remember classroom rules, and I'll come over to you and help you with any questions you have. If I'm with a current student, you can either put your hand up and wait quietly, or if you'd like to have a go at looking up the Khan Academy, you can have a go at challenging yourself to try and figure out how to answer the question yourself. If not, just wait quietly and I'll come to you when I get a chance. Thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed your screencasts.